What's going on, guys? Davion here, 777's Barbell Club, with an Evolve AI powerlifting video. One of the most exciting updates for the Evolve AI app recently here is the ability to adjust your intensity in the application. But a lot of people want to know, what does it actually mean? What will it actually change? Now, Garrett has a fantastic video on the actual official Evolve AI YouTube page. I would suggest watching that video before you listen to me ramble on. I just want to give some, lifter context, to what the app actually does now. First off, and most importantly, this is just an example of what it looks like in my app with my maxes, my settings, my lifting data. So what you see is almost certainly going to be different. This isn't intended to show you exactly what you're going to get. This is just going to show you an example of what it may look like or what changes you may see. Now, I pulled the same sessions for squat, bench, and deadlifts, and I've adjusted the intended settings for all three. I did my best to adjust the RPEs to kind of keep it as similar as possible. Starting off with squats, low intensity, low volume gave me a 4x6 at 355 pounds. Moderate was a 5x6 at 360 pounds. High intensity, low volume was a 4x6 at 365. As you can see, just like the name implies, you're getting a heavier starting weight with the high intensity. Moderate, slightly lower starting weight, but you are getting that additional set as well. Now for bench press and deadlift, I selected sessions that had top sets followed by back downs. For bench press, all three started off with a 1x6. The low settings had a high range of 260 pounds, marked that as an RPE 6.5. It then gave me back off sets of a 5x6 at 245 pounds. What's interesting is both moderate and high gave me the exact same session, which was a 1x6 at 270 pounds, rated that as a 7.5, and then it gave me back off sets of a 4x6 at 250 pounds. I reviewed some of the other bench press days, some of the assistance variation days, and some of those days had a little bit more of a variance between the high and the moderate. So what this is telling me is that some days may be the same or similar, but kind of your overall intensity, if you look at your entire training week, is still going to trend more towards that high, moderate, or low range. All the deadlifts started off with the 1x5. The low gave me 405 pounds, followed by a 3x5 at 380 pounds. Moderate was 425, followed by a 2x5 at 395 pounds. And lastly, high intensity was 435 pounds with the 2x5 back off at 400 pounds. The settings are a lot more complex than what I've been able to cover in this video, and a lot more complicated than I even understand or I'd even be able to convey kind of in a short video like this. So once again, this is just supposed to give you a simple example of what to expect and how the changes may actually, manifest in the workouts. Now, I'm sure your next question is going to be, what should you use? Now, I'm no strength expert. I'm no strength coach. And I'm not even that good of a lifter. So I would suggest just sticking with the recommendation in the application, which is going to be moderate. That's what I'm going to be using going forward. Hopefully this video was able to give you guys a little bit of context, shed a little bit of light on what to expect. So once you step into your next training block, you'll be able to kind of pick what you prefer to go with. Again, moderate is probably the best example unless you're been in the strength game for a long time, unless you have a coach, unless you're really, really tuned into being a lot more receptive to either, the low or the high. Moderate is probably going to be the way to go. Thank you guys so much for taking your time to watch this video. If you guys have any other specific questions about the application, go ahead and shoot me a DM here, Instagram, put a comment below, and I'll be more than happy to go ahead and get that answer over to you guys. But outside of that, guys, hope you guys have a fantastic day and keep on lifting.